This is part 2 of the episode that we recorded with Owen and Cameron. Have fun with it, hoping everyone is still safe, healthy, and sane out there.
What the fuck is the deal with those pills that they prescribe to me? The IRS pills. I hate that shit.
What?
They prescribe to me pills that are called IRS. I don't even know what the fuck they stand for.
Dog, they know.
They just know you've been evading.
They're fucking tracking
do your
me.
taxes, man.
You gotta go to
I hate
Ozar,
that
dude.
shit. Fuck that shit.
I think that's the first thing we ever talked about.
Yeah, evading taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I remember that. Dog.
I was very drunk the first time that we recorded.
Right, yeah.
By the way. Yeah.
Damn, that was 20 episodes ago.
Matt,
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, dude.
What do you think? This is like a very specific to you question because I don't think
Okay.
I could ask anyone else in the world this question. What of the people who are in this room, this chat, this crowded bar that we're in right now,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do you think are what are our melee characters, but like using our like melee canon, like the Luigi Knights, the Yoshinians, the Ganonians, Falconians?
So, like, which melee character we are?
But also, there's an expanded universe.
Yes.
Cam and I, we're working on the movie.
Nice.
Excellent.
We
I
have
love
some
that.
propaganda posters, actually.
So, what is the backstory of your guys' lore, I guess?
It all started with the Ganonians and the Falconians.
Okay.
Yeah, they're two different alien races. The Ganonians, like, to travel, they kick their legs out like they're riding a motorcycle and then just slide along on their legs.
Okay. Continue. Tell me about the Falconians.
They're an honorable,
They're like Spartans, kind of.
Okay.
they're an honorable race defending their homeland and their knowledge, and they're sworn enemies of the Ganonians.
Yeah, so these two groups fight over the Tree of Knowledge and like keep trying to secure it and take it back over like generations.
Okay. Continue. I'm listening. Like, I'm curious about this.
And so the Luigi Knights are this group of also honorable warriors who swear to only fight one at a time, like in those kung fu movies where like they're ascending a tower and they like Bruce Lee will like fight through a dozen guys, but one at a time.
Yeah.
They're like that.
Right, but they're kind of like
and-
going extinct because of that they're like getting killed off, but they won't like betray their values.
Their sworn enemies are the Yoshinians.
Yeah, and the Yoshinians are like a third party race they like go around and eat things with their tongues and capture them in eggs and then take them home for their like collection of beings in the universe, and they just like to assimilate things and put them and look at them.
Oh. Well, I like those.
And then the what is it? Is it Foxites or is it Foxites?
Oh yeah, Foxites.
The Foxites are just like this sort of barbarian creatures that like live in caves, and they're always just like, "Huh, ta ya, hi, yo, ha." That's like how they speak.
Yeah, the Fox race is basically some dude with like insane melee tech skill on crack sliding around the map, but he has no target.
They're chaotic.
There's also Ness is a there's also a game mode called called Gay Dads, where you play as two Ganondorfs and Ness, and the dads fight each other for custody of the Ness, and Ness is just like there in the middle.
I like that.
Dog, Gay Dads is so fun. Well, I think the universe really shines in, and this is the worst format to
dude,
talk
I
about it
love
on
this.
because it's just audio. But in the drawings that we made of this universe, like I remember I made one that was about like it was like a poster made by the Luigi Knights encouraging people to join the forces and fight the Yoshinian menace.
There's like some epic murals we've made.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Was it like all the stuff on your walls, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I feel like I identify with the Ganonians. They're just like a force of chaos.
Fucking wood.
they just move forward in the world, and if something's in their way, they go into it, and they just keep going through it until they die. They're just a part of the universe. Daniel is Falcon, or the Falconians, because Daniel is a very honest person who likes to fight you over things.
All right.
He's very protective of things he likes.
Oh yeah.
But he won't make it dishonorable.
I agree with that.
Who am I, Matt?
Well, here's the thing. I would pick Owen as a different melee character, but if we only have like the established universe, I'd pick someone else for him. You know what I mean?
In our established universe, I would probably say he's a Yoshinian trying to capture living creatures to encapsulate in his eggs and put in the museum.
Owen is kind of like a collector of the bizarre secrets of the universe. He like locks away in his tomes. I think that's a good fit.
You're not wrong.
I could see Owen grappling down a mountain using only his tongue.
Huh.
Right. I think the Luigi Knight is a good fit for you, Cam, because you're very passionate about causes, and you'll keep following them. Like if you're really into something, it doesn't matter if other people are into it. You'll just keep going for it because you really like it.
I think those are all pretty accurate. I also play as Luigi most of the time because I like that persona of the Luigi Knight. I like to play that way.
That's pretty much all there is to the universe. It's more of like a gameplay feel when you're playing the game.
Yeah, you could take on a persona and you play in a very different way than you would if you were just trying to win.
Right.
Okay.
We'll have to do it sometime. It's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Though, Cam, I have a question related to that.
Sure.
What would your fursona be?
My fursona?
Yeah.
So is a fursona, is it just you pick an animal? Like, I don't even really get what it means.
I think it's just like an animal. Like, I think it's like scaly is like if it's a reptile. I think like feathery is if it's a bird.
Oh, it's not a specific animal? What are my options?
Any animal with fur.
Is this like an animal I would want to be? What is this?
What anthropomorphic animal would you want to be?
Anthropomorphic animal.
Yeah,
I guess the question is more like if you had to dress up as an animal.
Have you seen a furry before?
I know what
they dress up.
Are. I play as Isabelle.
Oh my god! Not to interrupt your train of thought, but when I remember in Canada having like a day-long argument about which Smash characters are furries and which ones are gamers.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line is Mario is the biggest furry because all he does is dress up in animal costumes.
It's true.
I would probably say a fox.
Nice. I don't want to go with a T-Rex, like a feathered T-Rex.
I just feel like I don't get it enough to answer this question.
I'm not sure I understand either.
I've been meaning to say that I would be a fucking penguin because those guys seem to live very chill lives. You know, just
chill
like
penguin.
Chill penguin.
They do get hunted by bears.
Yeah. I could take on a fucking
or not
bear,
bears. Not bears. Like orcas, right?
Whatever it is, I'll fucking take it.
Matt, for a second I thought you were trying to say like our bears penguins. I was like, don't you dare do this.
No, I meant I think bears are North Pole and penguins are South Pole. I don't think they mean.
I think polar bears can eat if only the Far Side could tell me. That's a accurate scientific journal.
I have no idea what you're.
I have heard what you have said, Matt, that they do not meet.
Have any of y'all read The Far Side?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a comic strip from like the late 80s to mid 90s. It was like pretty popular, but like there was one where it was like all these penguins hanging out on an iceberg. They were like, that's the 5th disappearance this week. I swear, I think there's someone trying out to get us. And behind them, there's this massive polar bear in a crappy penguin mask. It's like,
dude.
I'm going to see if I can find it and then throw it in the chat for all these listeners too.
And this is what you're basing your decision on which animal lives where on.
Yes, I mean, like, yeah, pretty much.
There it is.
Oh, I love that.
There we go.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if this is peer reviewed.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
The way you described it, I was like imagining it was like 4 panels, and I wouldn't think it was that good. But now that it's just like one image with the caption, that's pretty good.
Okay, I've got another hot take.
Fucking Edgar,
Go.
Single panel comics are the funniest.
Oh, definitely. Like that was all the Far Side was. They were mostly single panel ones. They were fantastic.
I will admit, I think my favorite comic ever that I've ever read was a 4-panel comic by Matthew Reginald Peterson entitled Arson Man.
Arson Man.
Arson Man.
Would you like to describe it, Cam?
Yeah, I would love to. So it's called Arson Man, and the first frame is a stick figure drawing of a man and another man, and the second man is in a puddle, and he says, "Help, Arson Man, I've slipped in gasoline." And the next panel is Arson Man lighting a match and throwing it. And then the next one is Arson Man's face from kind of far away. And then it's a close-up, and his eyes have fire in them. And he has this crooked smile, and it's so good.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love multi-panel comics where there's like an implied punchline or just people not talking and the joke just like weighs in the air above it. I think that's super funny.
I like that as well.
Like, and also Calvin and Hobbes is still like fantastic. And that's like multi-panel comics.
Yeah, those are Calvin and Hobbes are so fucking clever.
But we can't beat the classic 4-panel comic Loss.
Yes, Loss. Jordan still doesn't know what Loss is.
I don't know
what Loss is.
You don't know what Loss is?
No, dog.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So Cam, back in the early mid 2000s, there was this webcomic about like hot gaming stuff called Control Alt Delete. There's like two friends like going through fun gamer adventures, and there was a part where one of the gamers gets married, his wife gets pregnant, but they have a miscarriage. And Loss is an entirely played as straight as can possibly be comic panel where the two characters deal with this in an otherwise ridiculous gaming comic.
The comic before this is them like playing video games. Then there's this like very severe miscarriage comic, and then the next comic is them playing video games again.
It's like a very serious comic because this dude is actually like dealing with tragedy, and like that week.
I mean, like, I think he actually did deal with a miscarriage, like, which is why he made it. But, like, the fact that, like, up until this point, it was just like a fun gaming webcomic, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, hey, horrible tragedy.
But the meme essentially became at first people were like just they would like change one of the panels or whatever, but then the meme became to use the formation of the characters. So like two people are standing. Then one person is standing at a desk pointing directions to the other. Then he's standing alone. And then he's standing next to the woman laying down. And let me just type this in chat for you. So the format looks like this, where it's like two lines, one line, and then a line and a horizontal line. And then it just devolved from that, where people would just shoehorn images into being lost by making the components of the image follow this like format of lines. And it got super like meta and out of hand to the point where people would just post an image of 8 lines or 7 lines, and then other people would be like, "Great meme."
I don't get it at all.
You just Google Lost meme and you'll see the sticks next to the dude in the hospital.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't understand why there's sticks though.
Well, it's more of like a template reference. It's like it could be anything.
Shit,
it would be like,
dude. That is Lost. Just a reference, I guess, right? The fact that you're able to like identify the reference, I don't fucking know.
Why is that funny?
Because people really hated this comic, so
I just looked at it and it's fucking awful, dog.
But people also really hated the comic before this happened.
Oh, before the miscarriage comic?
Yeah, okay. So I guess it was like not well received. I mean, I don't think it's very. Yeah. If you look at the comic, it's very dismissive of the woman who is probably should be the one who is the subject of it.
Right.
But like setting that aside, it's really not that bad.
I kind of hate the internet.
I gotta say, these are kind of clever though.
I think it's a really interesting phenomenon that the joke of the internet essentially just became a pictogram of a couple lines, but everyone was in on it.
I gotta say, I feel very like illuminated right now for as long as I've like known all of you guys and like fucking Nick Kirshner, I've never understood what the hell this lost meme was. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know.
I didn't know it existed until today. How much lost media have I consumed unknowingly?
Dude, I find it hard to believe that you were around Nick Kirshner as much as you were. You never heard him. It would just say randomly, "Is this lost?" or
Yes,
whatever.
it's lost. Have
Yeah,
you ever
like-
seen a comment under a picture where someone says, "Is this ... or is this lost?" They're referring to the fact that the image contains that configuration. I hope Jordan doesn't listen to this episode because then he'll figure it out. And I always make fun of him for not knowing about the meme. And it's like I'm fine with it for, but you guys,
call him in. Like, let's get him in this conversation.
Do you want to join in for the last?
You better be giving him a theme song
few
when he
minutes
shows up, man.
of
Like,
this podcast, real quick.
Oh yeah.
Is that Resta?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
my
Resta.
boy.
welcome.
It's a rush hour, man.
It is a party in here. Whoa.
Welcome to this crowded bar, dude. You were the
Yeah.
only person who was missing.
You just walked into the bar.
He was in the door now. So
Is this the beginning of a joke?
good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 21 of Dialogue Tree. I am Daniel Smosh Lover Forever Padilla.
I hate you. I hate this shit.
Jordan, what is good?
I was playing Downwell.
Oh, very
Oh.
nice.
I just
Hey.
downloaded it last night. Yeah.
Are
I
you
was
liking
looking at Boffner's high scores and I'm trying to match them, and it's like, whoa, these are like some pretty good scores. Yeah, you're still ranked 49th, which is crazy.
Hey,
Damn. I was, I think, 11 at one
Mhm.
point.
Cam always demoralized me by being so much better. I didn't want to play.
Jordan,
Yeah.
I have been informed that you currently reside in the SAC. Can you confirm this?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
It's in lockdown, man.
It's in lockdown.
Yeah, today, well, schools are on Friday. It's like they said starting on Monday, all of the schools are closed.
Can you go outside?
People over 65 are supposed to like stay indoors all the
Oh,
time. They can't leave.
But how old are you? Can you go outside?
I'm over 65. I can't.
Oh,
Ah.
shit, dude.
Do you want me to
We
drive
gotta
over?
take care of Rusty, dude.
I think you could pass off. I don't think you'd get stopped. I mean, it's a risk, but
Well, you should do it for your own like health.
your own
right.
health spread the virus.
I mean, like stay in. You're right. Never mind.
But yeah, it's definitely hitting the U.S. pretty hard, and we're
Yep.
not doing too much to stop it.
Everyone on my fucking Instagram, it's just like the fucking like all the memes, all the memes about like normal people with a fever and they're like in bed, and then people with coronavirus just I'll travel across the land. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that's exactly what's going on. Like everyone in my fucking Instagram is just everywhere, and I'm like, dog, can you not? You know what I mean? Like it's hard to be indoors.
People are not taking this serious.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm someone who like thrives being around people and just being outside of my house, but like, and this is really fucking hard for me, but like I'm trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get like I had to move places because like if I'm working remotely, I can't work in a shack in the woods with no Wi-Fi. So
Right.
Do you need toilet paper? You're in the woods. Seems like you might have trouble accessing some toilet paper.
we were having this conversation earlier, and I would like your
Oh,
opinion on
right.
it. Resta, how
Yeah.
do you wipe your ass?
I mean,
Ow.
if I don't, the phone book papers,
Right.
very thin. They're basically like tissue paper.
Are phone
That's
books
my-
even a thing?
yeah, they're free. They just throw them at my house. I don't know.
Updated? They're still a thing? Shit, dude.
Whose
But,
phones are in there? Like they like searching up your cell phone?
It's for businesses.
Are you in
I
it?
think.
Are you in it, Matt?
No, because I don't have a home phone.
So Resta, how do you wipe your ass?
Like what side do I approach?
What hand?
Do you
what
start
hand?
with like
What angle?
Johnson's?
What angle do you
How-
lift your butt cheek off the
Yeah,
seat?
how high do you elevate? Do you
Moisture
stand
level?
up?
I don't
Do you bend
really.
over?
No, I guess I. Let's see. I lift
Do you
my
bidet?
right thigh a little,
Uh-huh.
get a little more space. From behind, I guess, because I've heard some people wipe like approach from the front.
No way, dude.
Surprised me.
Oh, that's weird.
No way, dude.
Yeah. And they thought I was supposed
People
to
are fucking psychopaths.
Well, I mean, if they teach you to do it that way, you have like you're just gonna assume everybody does it that way, right? That's what
I
this
guess.
person
Assume
was
you're a
telling me.
psychopath.
Yeah, until you
Wait,
have this conversation.
Until you have this conversation, exactly. So that's why I
So
wanted
you
to
start off going from the front, or
No, I don't go from the front. Just some
Okay.
people do, and I thought that would be interesting to point out.
it is.
Yeah,
$20 for this toilet paper roll.
It's good.
Yo, any
Yeah.
takers? $20.
So for literally everyone else who can't see this visual gag, it's a CVS roll on a toilet paper tube.
Okay, 50% off
50% off.
for half of it.
That's
Half
steal.
of it. Wait.
I'll travel across the land, searching far and wide. Cast them is my real test. To train them is my what is it? To train them is my what?
Train him is
To
my
train him is my
cause.
cause.
My cause. Okay.
Is it different in Spanish? It must be.
It is. I mean, it's kind of like roughly translated the same, but I just don't
Yeah.
remember the word right now. Atraparlos mi prueba es, entrenarlos mi ideal. Yeah, kind of. Yo viajaré aquí y allá, buscando hasta el fin. Un Pokémon entenderé tu poder interior. Pokémon, atraparlos, na 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 na.
Yo, Daniel, I got a question
Yeah,
for you.
no.
In your country, what does coger mean?
It means a variety of things. It means to like pick something up or to like fuck someone. Or just fuck in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Spain, it is exclusively used to like catch or pick
Oh,
up.
really?
I was in class once and they were literally talking about baseball, right? And how you like catch the baseball. And I was like, catch. The word is catch. And the teacher was like, do you know what word that is in Spanish? And they were like, no. And she was like, coger, coger, coger. And I was like, oh my God, these are like 10-year-old kids.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, we'll definitely have to start ending this. I think. Do you have anything else, Resta, you wanted to bring to the table? I mean, we still got a bit of
I'm
time.
getting a lot better with Link. In
Oh,
Smash
yeah?
Bros. Yeah.
That's- I would love to play sometime. You always message me at like 1 a.m.
That's when I play.
Because he lives
I
in the
know.
sack, dude.
That's like 11 p.m. though in California. Like,
Oh, I know. It's just like I'm usually asleep.
I take it you're talking about the 3DS version of Smash 4.
Daniel and I played that once. It was okay.
You need to talk about it, dog. I don't want the world to know.
I'm pretty happy I never got into Smash 4 ever.
I'm sad I got a Wii U for Smash 4.
Yeah, that is sad.
Shit, yeah.
I just lived with Jonathan, and then he beat my ass every time we played Smash.
I don't think I had any other game for Smash or for Wii U.
Not even
Right. Well, there
Splatoon?
weren't many others.
Matt's favorite game.
I had Super Mario 3D
I
World
hate
because it was
Splatoon, dude. There's my hot take. Oh my god, hot take alert.
You hate
Splatoon
Splatoon?
is
That's a good one.
disgusting. Splatoon is absolutely disgusting. When they shoot their guns and they run out of ammo and they open their hole and put their fluid in the gun.
What hole?
They're squids. They excrete the ink into the gun. That's how they get the ink. They're squids.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's awful.
Would you say they're more?
I gotta say I don't like the art.
Are they more
design.
squids or more
in-
human?
I think they're 50 squid, 50 kid. I think that's the point of the song. But that makes it even more gross because then it's 50% a human is shooting liquid into.
Ew.
See, it's gross. Splatoon is gross. That's my hot take.
It's like if Alucard was. I don't even.
No, finish that sentence, Cam. Like, where was it?
How many of you have finished?
Oh, no spoilers,
Season
don't.
3.
No.
Yeah,
no.
don't say it.
On
Okay.
the Netflix show? No.
Say it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Sagashimono Sakashi ni Yukunose. One Piece. Take it, Resta.
Man, you should know it.
Okay,
No idea.
this is getting out of hand. We don't have to leave this bar, but we have to end the recording.
Okay.
In summary, Cam, what have you
Sorry, I'm
learned today?
coughing
Thank
up.
you, Daniel. Lovely. No, I love editing out when you spew right into the mic.
Yeah, come on, Daniel. We're all in this bar together.
Yeah,
You can't be
That was
sneezing.
a joke, dog. It was not supposed. It was not for you to. It was not for you to edit it out.
We are all here touching each other's faces, and you cough.
Eating from
Okay,
from the communal peanuts.
Yep.
What have you learned today, Cam?
To be honest, I learned that there may be another way of wiping your ass.
Learned a couple of things. Sorry, I'm jumping in, but I learned that the SAC. I learned that the SAC is currently in lockdown, and I finally learned what loss is.
All right.
Right. Rest. I know you still don't know what loss is. You kind of missed the party on that one. We just went over the whole history of it. But please, what have you learned?
Of what? Loss?
Don't worry about it.
What did you say?
Loss.
Okay. Have I learned?
Not about loss, just in general.
Yo, that message is Resta, am I right?
Hey, it's loss.
I don't get this. What?
You'll find out.
I don't feel welcomed here.
Oh, please.
I
I
get
feel
it
like
now.
you're all laughing at me
No. We're laughing at the image.
because I don't get it.
What have you learned today?
Nothing.
Can we teach Resta something right now so he learns something?
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to
Teach
teach?
me something.
I don't know. Does anyone have anything to teach him? Like,
I
Okay.
got it. Resta.
Okay.
Hands down. Frogger 2, Return of
Swampy's
Swampy.
Revenge, dog. Come on.
Swampy's Revenge is the best Frogger
Yeah,
game.
dude. I always say Frogger 2 is the Terminator of Frogger games.
Swampy's Revenge.
Terminator 2 of
Yeah.
Frogger games.
All right. I remember that.
You learned Resta.
Oh, you want him to actually say it?
Yeah, dog.
Swampy's Revenge. Swampy's Revenge is the best Frogger game.
Thank you, dog.
that there
Yes,
is.
the Terminator 2 of Frogger games.
Yes.
I don't know. I've learned Cam is living in a building with only books from before the turn of the century from the 60s.
And that John Steinbeck might be around there too.
Yeah,
like
and
his
the
remains.
corpse of
Yeah.
John Steinbeck is, I guess, not rotting anymore, just mummified under the floorboards. And I've also learned, I liked your idea about the like tool that could be invented so everyone had like a butt cleaning tool. So I guess it's more of like an idea I got, but I think that was a cool thing that came out of today's conversation. All right, Owen, what have you learned today?
Yeah.
There's been so much covered. I learned about your Melee lore story.
Oh, right.
There you go.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that we're all going to get through this.
Hell yeah.
dog.
Yeah, stay safe out there.
If you're
Stay
if you're
inside.
out there, feel free to reach out to literally any of us here. If you just need like support or just to talk
Like
about, or
literally touch us.
Matthew, man, come on, I'm trying to be wholesome here.
Okay,
dog.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It just sounded because we're in this crowded bar and you're telling people to reach out and touch you. It seemed a little weird.
I am coughing and shit like that. You're right. And I can see how that's not cohesive.
But yeah, this was fun. We'll have to do this again sometime while we're all quarantined.
We probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing to do.
I know, dude.
I mean, like, honestly, that's why I asked, like, you guys, you were recording. I was like, I have nothing to do for an hour. I'm going crazy.
We
about
weren't particularly recording because Daniel. I asked Daniel to move a couch. He's like, "Oh, I'm sick. I can't move it." Owen's like, "Are you recording tonight?" We weren't, and Daniel's like, "Let's record with Owen tonight." Just like a blister shows up after all the work is done, dude. It's unbelievable.
Dude, fucking moving a couch recording doesn't require like physical effort, whereas moving a
You
couch
sound
does.
fine, sister.
Have you not heard me? They're coughing my life out over the last couple of hours.
You said that was ironic. You said not to edit it out.
Yeah, but like, don't edit it out. But like, I'm still coughing because my body requires me to cough, not because.
Okay, it can't be ironic and Compulsory. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right.
All right.
So tune in next time, listeners, where we talk with Matt Pat about which
Oof.
will lead us in the apocalypse.
Our producer was able to book up an interview with him, which is actually
where we beat Matt Pat in an alley.
Yeah, no, it's a very big step for us to have someone like Matt Pat on our show. So we want to tune in for that shit.
So thanks for coming, guys. Have a good week.
Good to be here. Stay safe, y'all.
Be safe.
See ya.
Peace out.
Bye.